Hey everybody, this is All Hallows Eve, Camptober the 30th. How did this happen? How did this happen so fast? Anyway, one of the last stories I want to share with you guys is from the tail end of the King family, the waning of the King family days. I want to introduce to you some of the last of the King Kiddies, the last of the Mohicans, if you will. Susanna and Adam and Loretta and I had graduated to be king cousins. So let me bring them on. First off, I have my niece, Carrie Diaz-Azevedo-Polson, who is my brother Lex's.
Happy Camptober.
Happy Camptober to you. My brother Lex's daughter. Next, I have Jenny Larson-Staves, who is Marilyn King's daughter. You guys may not have seen these folks since they were little tiny kids. And last but not least, I have Volney Erskine Howard IV, who is Tina Cole's son. Volney, what are you doing here?
Hey, just happened to be in the neighborhood. Hi, cousins.
Hi, kids.
How's everybody?
I may cry. This is over. I used to carry this one on my shoulders through all the shows, but not anymore. He carries me. So anyway, there's a couple of stories I wanted to share for Halloween time. One was in 1973?
Yeah.
73,
Yes,
Halloween 1973. In the latter days of the family, we took the show to the people. We played high schools and colleges and stuff like that. And we needed some new King Kiddies, and they was born. Anyway, it was Halloween night, and we had this country western medley.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't it our last show? It was our closing show.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. Because
Okay.
we always did
Ghost Riders.
Ghost Riders in the Sky.
Yeah.
Yippee-yi-yay! Yippee-yi-yo! Anyway, we do. He's the drummer in the family. So anyway, we're doing this part. The kids in the show faced upstage, and they're sitting there watching us. Well, take it away, kids.
Indian style.
Yeah,
Indian
we're
style.
the little audience,
Wait,
the fake audience.
Crisscross applesauce.
Right,
That's
with
not
our backs to
appropriate.
the audience, and we're sitting there like hee-haw, clapping along to this little country act that's happening in front of us. We are 6 and 7 years old at the
we're
time.
watching our Uncle
7,
Albino
8,
plays
Mm-hmm.
banjo.
And all of a sudden, we get to the yippee-yi-yay part, and from each side of the stage, these two 6-foot-tall ghosts in sheets swing in and grab the kids. And the rest of us are sitting there going, yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-yo,
There go our kids.
and we're like, and I look back on it and I think, that could have been a real kidnapping. And we just kept, show must go on.
I don't think I knew that you guys didn't know what was going on. 'cause
Nobody
we
knew.
sure didn't.
We knew. Nobody else knew.
You knew
and
you were going to be kidnapped?
You were in the center, and
We
Carrie
were
and I
on
were
the
on
Did
the
we
side.
know we were going to get kidnapped?
We did.
I
You did?
They had
don't.
to tell us.
I remember being
Probably didn't
really
want to scare us.
surprised.
Yeah.
Like maybe
Yeah,
somebody
we were
Right.
6 years old.
Maybe somebody
so
told me, but I didn't completely understand
we
what
had-
that.
We had to keep
entailed.
a secret because nobody else
Oh,
knew.
okay.
So
Oh,
they
see,
came
this
and
is all
told
news
us.
to me.
Yeah.
Here, I thought they were going to be afeared as well.
I don't
Oh,
remember.
it was very
that
scary.
way. I don't remember knowing
Scary.
or not understanding that I was actually going to be lifted off the stage by a ghost, a 6-foot white ghost, and carried away.
And it looked like they were
It was-
flying in. I mean, it looked like they were coming in on wires. It was. I mean, my memory is them
Yeah, I mean,
flying
they
in
literally
and
flew
grabbing
it. And it was
me.
Ned Butler, Liza's husband,
Yes.
father of Arcade Fire, I dare say,
That's the truth.
and Christensen.
Yeah,
Paul
we figured out
Christensen.
Paul.
Paul
Yeah.
Paul Christensen was the other one.
Yes.
But the show must go on.
But
And
there
it's like,
haven't been a third, right?
No,
yeah,
because
no,
three
I
of
think
us
there's
got-
just I think there's just one of you took both
we
of
just
you.
got kidnapped
And you
and
were
you were
left there
left in
going,
the middle.
Oh,
Where'd
really?
they go? What happened?
Anyway, you
Well,
guys may have known
maybe.
that it was a prank, but the fact that we just like, yeah, yippee-yi-yay. And
As
that
we're
year,
saying.
these poor kids couldn't
for
go,
20 minutes.
yeah, oh, that's right.
All right.
Yeah.
These poor darlings couldn't go trick-or-treating. So we got these laundry
Yeah. This
bags.
This is such a normal life, right?
Right?
Yeah.
And on our tour bus, we put these on all of the seats of the bus. And Tina and I, your mom and I, wrote ways in which we thought for sure some of these
Tombstones.
people
They were
died.
tombstones.
They were
Back to
tombstones.
seats as tombstones.
And I wrote
cemetery.
in cursive and, with scrolly crossbones and skeletons and stuff like that. And
Can we cut to a reenactment now? Or insert shot of the bus?
Do photos exist? Tell me.
I wish.
There are
exist.
some because on your wall
There's one photo.
with the mask,
With
which
the mask.
was that
very day.
That was that
on
tour.
that bus that day
And these kids went trick-or-treating down the aisle
on the bus.
Yep.
of
right.
the bus.
And they were
Good
all dressed
times.
up trying to scare us.
Good.
Yes,
times.
it
as
was
we got to it.
awesome.
And the scariest was Lala, your mom, your grandma, with her wheeze machine on, which was the scariest costume you could wear because it was this mask
Asthma,
and this machine. And
Was she wearing a mask with the
I
wheeze
think
machine?
it came,
Yeah,
yeah.
She had
so it
makeup
was like-
on to look scary with the blood, so it
So
looked
it's kind of
like she was...
like what is
It's
that?
like
What is
Alien.
what is that?
Yes.
Jason
yes, it was
or
very
one of
scary.
those guys?
Yeah,
So
Silence of the Lambs.
it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It was great. And when you see on Dia de los Muertos on Thursday, Tina will tell you about some of the directions, some of the decorations that we had. Pretty hilarious. Anyway, the other little story that I wanted to share was we were on, these were 8-week tours of one-nighters. And they were during the school year. We used to, in the old days, we toured during the summer. So all of us went to school in the back of the bus.
Yeah.
Fun.
And we finally had a day off. What was it, a brand new Holiday Inn or?
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Brand new.
Yes.
It was gorgeous.
Just
Indoor swimming
open
pool.
indoor
super
pool with a
fancy.
bridge going over the pool.
Yes.
And nobody had even been in it yet. It was just pristine and new.
And so the
And
little
we
kids,
couldn't wait to just take it over.
so they rip off their clothes, put on their swimming clothes, and what happened?
Well, I couldn't wait to get in and took one step on the first stair with the little silver rail.
The rail thing.
And as I stepped, where nobody else had ever stepped, I think
Brand
it was
new.
so slippery, I immediately flung back and smashed my head on the side of the pool.
So there was blood.
And I was okay until I reached back and went like this and saw the blood, and then
Well, and
And
I was
lost
right
it.
next to you. I mean, I remember this so clearly. You went under and came out, and your head bleeds a
Yes.
lot. And when you're wet, it
as you do.
spreads.
Yes.
And you were dripping with blood. And I know you were.
And it's in the pool now, so it's
Yeah.
spreading out.
perfect
This
for
one-
Halloween. What a
Yes,
great
right?
season, right?
These are the gory stories of Halloween. So this one comes running in and hides in the.
Well, I felt so. Let's see. No, so you go running to find
Okay,
his mom.
okay, all right. So
You
I see
saw
him
that
take
happen.
I see it happen. So I know that Tina and my dad are still on the tour bus. And I can see the bus like at the end of this hall in what looks like what appears to be an open door.
A clean, sparkling clean glass window that.
It hadn't had
That
the daisies
should- yeah.
caution
Yeah, the
sticker.
And
Sure.
I'm running right behind
I think
you.
that's
going,
why they
oh, I
made
was.
those.
So I go from him watching
Yes.
my cousin die in the pool to following my uncle.
So
down-
I'm running like this, and all of a sudden I think it's open. I just go
You push right through, yeah.
and
Oh, it
just
didn't have one of those handles? But
on the
was
other
it-
side,
Oh.
on the side that I didn't use, I thought
Yeah.
it was the open
Plate
half.
glass door. I mean, it was
And I
this
go
thick,
flying.
and you went straight through it into
Covered
a
in
million
blood.
pieces.
Yes.
I'm on the ground. Tina comes running off the bus and grabs me. Now she's going to debate me on what I said, but you can catch up with that in a couple days. And, honey, are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm lying there, and I think I've lost an eye because the blood is caked over my eye. And I say, I'm okay, but Volney's cracked his head open in the pool. So she's like, where do I go? And Dad came off and took me, and she goes running off to get Volney. And Volney and I ended up going in an
We
ambulance
shared an ambulance together.
on our only day off.
Yeah.
And
So
I
much
went
for
and
swimming.
hid
Oh.
in the closet of our hotel room because I thought maybe this is something that like to be. I was
caused
there when you
I was
died,
there.
and I was there when you died, and I need to
It's
just.
your fault.
I need
The
to
common
just.
denominator.
Need
Then
to,
where were you?
Went.
I was hiding.
I wanted-
was hiding in the closet because I was so afraid that the next person that I was with was gonna die, just like you guys did.
And they almost did, because do you remember that night?
What was the
Or
next
was
night?
it the next night?
Oh, yes.
Gary Drummer.
Ooh.
It was Gary Drummer, not Gary Trumpet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Setting his drums up.
Was warming up, limbering up before the show, and, you know, on his little drum pad, practice pad, and he got up and there was a big
Like a beam thing
yeah,
where
something,
we
and
hid
he got
the-
up
the
and he
tools.
smashed his head and cut his, and he was bleeding all over the place.
Yeah.
So we went
Does
three
anybody know that
3 and
doctor's
2 days.
name?
Do
It
you?
was, it was the same doctor that did all three of you.
Oh, he was at the show.
Yes.
The guy,
Yeah, that's
the
right.
guy
I
that
don't.
stitched us back
Just
together
so happened
happened to be
go
at the
going
show,
to a show.
the
Oh,
next
he was
night.
at the show. That's
And
right.
Oh my-
came
Is
up
there a doctor in the house?
and gave Gary Drummer stitches. So he got all of us.
So
And
then your your grandma, Aunt Vonnie,
And Bonnie.
announced him and had him stand up in the audience that night because
Because he
The
saved
doctor.
our lives.
he was.
We didn't bleed out.
We'd like to give a special thanks to Doctor. What is his
Doctor in the house.
name? In the house.
And your mom said that you, in my numbers, that you held my mic. Because my hand couldn't hold the mic. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know. Your mom's making it.
that sounds awesome. Let's just go with that.
Let's
like
go with
that.
that.
Yes, that's
So,
fine.
happy All Hallows
Aw.
Eve. And we're almost at the end of Camptober.
yes.
But you know what's next?
Yippee-i-oh.
Hey, yippee-i-oh! Ghost riders in the sky.
Oh, what fun!
Great. That's it. We're good.
Okay.
Let's watch it back.
Are we?
Love you, YouTube.